Are you guys ready? It's the beginning of the end. Again. Yep, this is definitely going to be the last video of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Welcome back. We have 2 Koopa kids left. Which I read aren't even the Koopa kids. They were called Bowser's Minions in the Japan and Europe versions. Only the Koopa kids were an American thing for like Super Mario 3. And then Miyamoto came out in like 2012 and said, no, they're not his kids. But they might be somebody's kids, you know, someone related to Bowser. Like a royal family. They could be like nephews and nieces. But that's how you get those items there. And that's how you get up to the next level. Use Barrel. You have to be Barrel, man. Interesting things about the Koopa kids. Like, their cartoon gave them a different name. Like, let's just go in order here. Iggy Koopa was called Hop. Morton Jr. was Big Mouth. Lemmy was Hip, because, you know, Hip and Hop, they look similar. Except for the glasses thing. Ludwig von Koopa was Kooky von Koopa. And Roy was called Bully. And if we're going in Mario World order, which that's what it seems like, it'll be Wendy Koopa next. And that means her cartoon name was Cootie Pie Koopa. There's some new enemies in these groups, but not in this group here. Instead, we just gotta kill a Boo and some Hammer Brothers. There's a new kind of Hammer Brother lurking around here. I'm just gonna see what we can steal off these guys. I mean, we won't be able to see them anymore after this. They'll be gone. Oh, they don't even have a steal. That's what happens when you can't steal something off of them. You just get nothing. And that's a status effect we haven't seen the entire game. That's Dizzy. It's basically the same thing as Stun, except it lasts a lot longer. And they don't snap out of it if they get hit. So Mario's kind of out of it for a while. That's pretty much all it does, and Luigi can handle it. Ah, that's not a new enemy either. Oh, I actually jumped over those for once. Hey, get the heck out of here, Boo. Ghosts are tangible in this universe. You can jump on them. Well, let's just see what this guy has to steal. I don't remember stealing on him on screen. Of course, the last 2 bosses in this game won't have anything to steal, obviously. Because what are we gonna do with them? At least we got tons of random slacks now. Oh, the enemy didn't even show up. There's a new kind of Hammer Brother around here. It's called the Chomp Brother. And it has a chain chomp as a weapon. I was actually expecting it to show up, but, you know, random number generator. I figured law of averages, we would see something, right? But no, sadly not. Well, maybe we'll run across them in the other rooms. But he's really not that impressive and pain in the butt to fight, actually, because he takes a long time to wind up his attack. And then it's a lot harder to dodge than, like, these hammers. So that's a disappointing. That's disappointment. That's a lot of disappointment right there. And those Boos are dead for, like, the rest of the game now. Way to go, Boos. Sometimes you can get past them. You know, you can avoid them. But we're gonna have to keep this barrel. Yeah, we're taking this barrel with us now. We're gonna need it. Mainly because of these things. They're on a different plane. And Mario needs to be able to light them. So if you're a dummy and you broke barrels, like you did through the entire game, you feel foolish and have to go back into that room and grab another barrel. But I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Wendy Koopa ain't gonna fool me. Yeah, I'm the barrel master. Ah, rollers. That means Luigi needs to get back here. We need to take that right exit. And we have to do so before the lightning wears off. And not bump into the rollers, of course. Yep, Ultra Rock's in our way, for no reason. So we can hit this switch. That makes the rollers go the other direction. That makes it possible to go into the left exit at all. Yeah, you would have felt silly if you tried to cheat to the left exit. Also, you gotta time it just right so you have just enough time to get to this exit. You won't be able to make it the other way. And Then we can electrocute ourselves over here. So that was fun. Yeah, I don't think we need to shock anymore. In fact, why isn't Luigi in the lead? Luigi's better. Oh, in case you ever need to go back, yeah, there's a switch right there. Don't need to save just yet. I mean, it's just a Koopaling. You can deal with that. I remember this puzzle. Wendy's in a pipe. The problem is, Wendy likes to go into other pipes. And we can't get over there quick enough. So, this is a neat trick. This is very interesting. Even though it puzzled me for a while. Yep, let's just put Luigi right over here. And actually, we need to switch him to Hammer. Because he needs to hammer her as soon as he comes out. Or she comes out. I'm used to the Koopalings being guys. And this is Wendy Koopa. Of course, she's going to have the time bomb as well. 8 turns and it's over. Of course, we're so powerful, it ain't gonna matter. Oh yeah, this thing. That's the laser ring. You gotta jump before it closes in on you. Alright, let's see what we can steal from her. And I didn't even check that Bowser Fang from last time. And I can indeed confirm that the Bowser Fist is a rare steal off of Morton Jr. So, we didn't get lucky, sadly. Pretty much all she has is like, you know, the basic fireball thing that everybody else has. And, the clones. She could clone herself. Oh! Luigi has an idea! That's the only time you'll see a bros attack thought up by Luigi. And that's for the Cyclone Brothers. I'll try to show it off when we got time. But that was Wendy Koopa. She died now. So sad. Yeah, it's amazing that I thought they were Koopa's kids this entire time, and it turns out, no, they're just Koopa generals. They're just the better Koopas than the other Koopas. And Bowser liked them so much that they gave him the job. Kind of disappointing. Alright, there's nothing really down here except for there might be a Choco Bean location. I don't know. What the heck with that? Who wants Choco Beans at a time like this? Boo! Get out of here! Oh, I just remembered that all of our bros attacks are now advanced now. That's pretty awesome. Ah, fireballs. Oh yeah, I might as well show off the Advanced Chopper Brothers while we're here. I mean, I'm just gonna dink around. Haven't seen the Splash Brothers in a good long time. And here's some more fire rings for you, if you like that sort of thing. Being set on fire, of course. Here's again. Try it again. Yeah, it's a lot better. So let's slow down the Cyclone Brothers a little bit so we can get the advanced version. Of course, we won't get as many bounces off of it now. But yeah, it even gives you that. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's an extra input from Mario. Because he swings Luigi like a hammer. Luigi becomes the Hammer Man. But yeah, that's the final Advanced Brothers, pretty much. And this is the final door. We need to be able to hit that switch. And there's a whole bunch of walls in our way. Walls can't stop Luigi. Nothing can stop Luigi. When his butt's on fire, he goes through anything. Did we? Oh, we didn't make it. I thought it was only... Yeah. Oh well. Let's give that another shot, why don't we? We got through most of the walls anyway. Luigi got tired. He got a headache. You have to reset the puzzle now. Darn you, Larry Koopa. That's the last one. The last Koopaling. It's Larry. This looks very Larry to me, if you ask me. We gotta fire dash through all the walls. Don't stop. Just keep going until you can't go anymore. Like that. I think I was just like one wall away. That's disappointing. Alright, looks like the brothers are gonna be splitting up. That is indeed the case. Mario's gotta get Minnie and get into this hole. Luigi's gotta go this way. But there's a final Who Bean. The final Who Bean in the entire game is in Luigi's section right here. So let's go grab that. Yep, there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's leave Luigi right there because we're going to have to hit some yellow blocks. Just like in, what was that? Joke's End, right? Oh, I forgot. You can control Luigi. So this is a bit more like busy work than anything else. Like, it's just forcing you to do this. And that connects to 2. I don't think Luigi could get up all of these blocks from here, so we have to move Mario back down. And then we have to reunite the brothers. I do like this is like half puzzle dungeon and half boss rush. It's not like all the same thing, but still we need to do like arbitrary high jumping. It just kind of slows down the ending of the game. I'm sure that's intended. Hello, final Koopaling, are you in here? I see the save point. We need to mole Luigi again. He's off on his lonesome once again. He just reunited with Mario. Hey, what the heck is this thing? Hey, it's that flying bomb from Harhal's thing. Are we going to be painting? No, instead we're going to have laggy sounds and... It's Super Mario Strikers Charged! It's out early. Larry Koopa got an early release copy of it. And he's using zone shots on us. Can't move very fast with the barrel, though, so it's kind of down to luck. And then he could break his racket! See? The Nintendo Direct was right on something. We were going to play tennis. It kind of killed the sound, though. Killed the music. I don't like that. That was a very good music, Larry. What are you doing with yourself? We're going to beat you up for the music. It's Larry Koopa, the final Koopaling. He also has a time bomb. He has a spin shell, but also his fireball attack is a bit different. If you reflect it back at him, he's ready for it. Sometimes. Sometimes he'll actually whip out his racket and try to hit it back at you, and you have to hit it again. Huh, the Koopalings aren't injured, but aren't healed by fire. They're injured by it. Let's just kill him with his own attack. Ah, there he goes. See, if he lobs it high, he'll try to counterattack it. You know, it just lets rain fiery death on Larry Koopa. Let's see him tennis racket this. We're gonna use volleyball on him. He can't handle that with a tennis racket. It's gonna be an extra big fireball. Just for Larry. Right in the face. He's kind of resilient for a Koopaling, isn't he? That's why we kill him with a regular jump. Yeah, well, no extra experience, but do we really need them at this point? We're 2 bosses away from the end of the game. It's just stock up on power. Ah, it could have been great if you did a 5 there, Luigi. Well, that's all Koopalings dead. That's the final war point. And we got 14 minutes on the clock. Give or take a few, considering battles and whatnot. So can we defeat the boss in a timely manner? Probably not, because these next 2 bosses are actually kind of a pain in the butt. Even for my overpowered team. At least it gets some Ultra stuff, and you know what I'm gonna save here. Haven't saved since Joke's End. Even though I'm pretty sure that the crew can handle it. The Mario and Luigi team. This looks like it's an ominous final boss situation, but that's silly. The bridge seems to be out, though. Hey, that looks familiar. It's Fawful! He has fury! He's entrancing with drama! So that means you're a penultimate boss. And that means a penultimate boss transformation! Hey, he kind of looks like Mettaton. You should be. This is your time to shine. Yeah, you were kind of evil in your own right, weren't you? Oh, yeah. Man, I kind of feel bad for the guy. I think his evil's been held back. Now he's all scared and confused by it. He doesn't want to fight for Cackletta. He wants to be his own boss. And he kind of does in the next two games. Like, Bowser's Inside Story and Partners in Time. He's the bad guy. We will be able to snack on his wrath. And he has an antenna. He didn't need that hit-gear thing after all. He has lightning power. It's time to battle with a boss in training. Fawful. But he has an absolutely safe capsule that he hides in. And he has lightning powers that we can reflect back at him and hurt him. Which is good because that's pretty much the only time we can hurt him. Even though we can attack out of this thing, so it's not really an absolutely safe capsule. It's more like an absolutely dangerous capsule. He has laser beams in it. And he has his own kind of lasers too when he pops out, but we can't attack him then. The only thing we could do is just wall up at this dome and wait for him to pop out so we could hit him. Oh, I hate this. I hate this one. The hitting is so wonky with Luigi. Oh, good, he gave up. Sometimes he like sky tackles Luigi until he dies. Because for some reason his hammer can't quite hit Fawful. I've tried many, many times. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's a double sweep. Don't get fooled. Even our bros attacks will do nothing. Let's give him a Cyclone Brothers. Oh, I forgot. I still have it at level 1. I'm gonna have to change that. You know what? We'll hit him with the Luigi hammer, too. Take that. Yeah, if you hit it enough times, he kind of gets angry. And he activates its ultimate attack. Then we have to whack these energy balls. There's a little cooldown on the hammer, so you can't really get all the energy balls. And anything left over is going to be coming at you. Thanks to our high defense, though, they don't do a lot of damage. But that overheats the Fawful. It is the overheat! I just love this guy's lines. They are so broken, just like this game. You know what? Let's rob him. We're gonna rob you now, Fawful. We're gonna steal from you. Like a steely guy. I'm not as good at it as you are. You have some kind of fantastic talent with that. Can I even hit him with a Thunder Bros? Would it do anything? You know what? I'm not even gonna do a level 3 Thunder Bros advanced. I'm gonna stick that to level 1. So I can actually hit people with it. Yeah, at least his defense is down for the time being. Let's jump on him for a while. And he's dead. Which is good, because if you let that boss fight drag on, it could drag on forever. Those laser beams will get more and more lengthy. He'll do even more sky tackles. It just gets a pain in the butt. Just finish him off early. Yeah, if you're going to be a boss in a Mario game, you're going to get beaten by Mario. Sad to say this, Fawful. Oh no, it's a comeback! He still has Fury! He come back to us! Ah, oh, darn! Hey, that's kind of Miyamoto's brainchild you're mocking there. He's gonna take over the Bean Bean Kingdom. He doesn't need Cackletta anymore. That's why he's taken out by Peasley. Wow, Peasley knows how to speak Fawful. Nope, another comeback. He still has the Fury. Oh, this is when our comeback comes back at your comeback and comebacks you. Don't come back on the kings of comebackery. And he exploded. That was just too Fawful for Fawful. Well, thanks a lot, Peasley. That's pretty much his entire point for coming here. To come back to Fawful so he could get double comebacked. And then he could come back on him. I'm just gonna stop saying comeback because it stops being words. Alright, final save point. I'm gonna save here too, because I just don't want to Fawful again. Fawful's great and all that, but there's just too much Fawful in one day. Welcome to Bowser's throne room. Lacking of music yet again. He ate it. Or she ate it. It ate it. And there's like nothing in this giant room. You would think there would be like Who Beans or, you know, treasure boxes or anything, because it is Bowser's throne room after all. But no, nothing. Just a Bowletta. Ah, disappointing. Yeah, it's like you got plot armor or something. Are you doing the regular evil guy monologue thing? Evil woman monologue? Evil thing monologue? Oh, she's going to be taking over the Mushroom Kingdom. Thus, I'm going to burn the castle down. But you can't have a saga with just one superstar. Candy Crush will sue you. Now it's time for the final boss. It's Bowletta. Bowletta doesn't really have many attacks. She just spits out these fireballs randomly. And 3 of them will happen to stick around. And of course you can take them out with a hammer. But our target is was Fawful, but now it's Cackletta. Nope, there's just Thunder Uppercutter with Luigi in the face. An uppercut right to the face. There we go. Just for you. Any fireballs you leave left standing is going to heal her. And this is her second attack. You have to knock those blocks out of the way, or she's going to blast you. Fawful has an ability like that too, but he only does that when he's under half health. He didn't get a chance to do that. And another thing that Cackletta likes to do is summon stars on you that you have to knock back at her, and they'll do reflect damage, just like what we did with Fawful before. And also she gains spiky, so you can't jump on top of her. Oh, wait, is she absorbing? She's absorbing that! Oh, that's bad. So she absorbs fire attacks. Let's not do that again. Let's just reverse that damage. I keep on forgetting that's at, this is set to level 1, so it only gives me 2 bounces. Oh, here we go. Here's the star attack. While she's in this form, she'll be spiky. And also, the green and the red stars are what you want to hit. Everything else is pointless. So she's spiky, we can't do jumps on her. She absorbs fire. Can't steal anything from her, and I don't want to Chopper Brothers her because that would just do way too much damage. And I do want to show off some of her attacks. We need that back at level 3. We need this back at level 3. Yeah, let's use this again. Hopefully I can pull this off. Oh. I didn't hit the Mario, so I don't get the bounce back, sadly. You know what? We've seen everything that she has to offer. She's just gonna go back to fireballs after this. Oh, she's not dead yet. Oh, never mind. She had to change back to normal first. We got her! She's dead! Game over! Game over? Game over, man!
No!
She hit a bomb right behind us. How did we not see that? Darn, if they only let us scroll the screen! All our bros' attacks are for nuts. Oh no, it's Bowletta's inside story! She's pulling a Kirby! Now she gets all the powers of the Mario Brothers. Everyone's doomed. But of course it can't end like this. You know, this doesn't look like the inside of Bowser. I mean, from the inside story. Wasn't it all, like, fleshy and... I don't think Bowser's insides look like this. And there's the real Cackletta. And that's the only time in the entire game where you'll be at a battle screen and it'll scroll for you. That's why they had that extra real estate in there. So we need to defend ourselves really quickly, because we don't have a lot of health. Oh. I really was not wanting her to do the arm swing first. That's kind of why we saved. Now we have to continue from the Great Door. See, that's why that battle's hard. Especially if you haven't stacked speed. Now we have to go through this fight again. You know what? Just end it. We're gonna end it really quickly. There's no faffing about this time. I'm just gonna jump over fireballs, and we're gonna hit her with the finest Chopper Brothers you could ever seen. Right now. And hopefully she won't do an arm swing thing at us, or we'll be here all day. Yeah, one Chopper Brothers, that's all it takes. Yeah, and then we get bombed, we explode, she does Kirby, and we're back where we started. Okay, good. This is the attack I wanted her to lead off with, because it only kills one of the Mario Brothers, if it kills anybody at all. That arm swing, pretty hard to dodge, and especially not when you're at 1 health. So let's fix that problem. So this Cackletta has several parts. She has the head, the 2 arms, which are elemental, and the heart, which is guarded. What we need to do first is we need to take down these arms. The left one is weak against Mario's fire, the right one is weak against Luigi's thunder. Also, you could counterattack them and you could kill them that way too. Ah, I forgot to change this thing back again. You know why that is? Because I had to reload a save. The head could heal itself, the heart could heal everything, which is why we want it out there really quickly. And, oh, Fire Brothers is actually effective against the head. It'll do critical damage. So let's just throw a volleyball at her. Come on, let's do it perfect. This is gonna be a perfect. This is gonna be the biggest fireball. Right, oh. Well, that still works. I missed a button press. But now the heart is out. So we saw the arm swing attack. We saw this bouncy ball attack. We saw the fire ring ability. But there's other skills too. If you kill the arms, she can't do the Thunderball or the fire ring. The Thunderball is a different attack than the giant ball that you just saw. Yeah, it's this one right here. It bounces back and forth between the Mario Brothers, and the weaker she is, the harder the harder it is to get rid of. It'll bounce around a lot. Also, she'll do more arm swings, but we have health for that now. What I'd like to do is get this head out of the way, like, immediately. Because it does have the ability to heal, and it has some of the meanest attacks. The heart also regenerates everything. The trick to this fight, and I didn't learn this until, like, way later, is that, the heart is, once the heart is exposed, you can ignore these attacks, these arms, or the head, and you can go right after the heart. I didn't know this before. And I was just trying to kill body parts, and, went for the heart while it was just, like, the lone thing on the screen. That's the wrong way to do this fight. That's a good way to get yourself killed. And I got killed a lot on this boss. It's a good thing I packed all these max nuts, eh, Luigi? That is almost a Hotel Mario meme. Oh, and the heart goes away after a while, so you only have a limited window to hit it. It's about like 2 or 3 turns once you expose everything. The downside to killing the head so much is we're going to miss out on the eye laser attack. And her eyes point in different directions depending on which Mario Brother should jump. And then she freezes time on you. You're not going to see that because I killed the head too much. Ah, the heart is all alone. Exposed. Ah, I messed up the Chopper Brothers. Darn it. The Bowletta killing Chopper Brothers. There are a few other attacks that she hasn't used yet, though. There's, actually one attack she hasn't used yet. And she really only uses it when she's low on health. And I don't think she's anywhere close to that because the heart has over 1,000,000 of HP. And we only hit it like a couple times. Maybe even like only once. So I'm just waiting for our turns to come up. Get the Cyclone Brothers back to level 3 where it belongs. And we're gonna Cyclone right into the heart. Oh, I almost pulled it off. I almost pulled off a level 3 advanced. Hell, I think another Chopper Brothers will be able to do it. Or at least get it weak enough. Her attacks are going to be a bit more advanced now. Her claws, like, drift around a little bit. Lightning balls have a bit more hits to them. The fire ring lasts a lot longer. which is the thing that really eats up time. So let's get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that hand. The heck with that hand. Then I can change targets and go after that heart. Just hammer that a few times. And there she goes, she's dead. One attack she didn't get to do is there's an energy ball storm. It's just a bunch of energy balls appear on the screen. Red ones appear for Mario, the green ones appear for Luigi. They're really hard to counter and knock back at her, and it actually slows down the emulator a little bit. But that Bowletta is dead. Game over! Right? That's the power of Chopper Brothers, Bowletta. Because you don't have plot armor anymore. The bad guy always loses. And we unmade Cackletta. She no longer exists. We killed her soul, after all. And Bowser's back to normal. If not a little unconscious. You okay? Mario, you used to be a doctor, right? You check on? You don't need to make out with your brother right now. Just check on Bowser. Oh well. Now, Luigi's king of the Koopas. Okay, see you in Odyssey? What was the next Mario game after this? It wasn't Sunshine, was it? Hey, I forgot my sunglasses! What do you want, Peasley? Wait, what? We just stopped Bowletta. You don't need to stop the castle. Bowletta was the problem. So he just bombed the castle, and now we have to get out. And you know what will happen if we don't get out? We gotta do that all over again. Let's not do that all over again. Let's get out of this castle. Which isn't as hard as it sounds. There's a bunch of stairways, there's a barrel that we need to be, and there's a switch somewhere nearby that we need to open a door. But don't take the barrel immediately to the switch. Go up here. You'll thank me later. You see the switch is right there, but there's a little step that the barrel can't get over. So jump down from above. That'll save you a few extra seconds. Literally, this timer is very, very generous. It's insanely generous. Because that's like the only puzzle this game throws at you at the end of the game. Yep, see, we're already at the exit again. We can't even go back inside the castle. If you missed out on something, heck with you. Just get on the Bowletta. Bowser, yeah, you might have a bad day in about maybe a minute and a half. Oh, just stuff. Evil stuff. You like doing that. Oh, by the way, you're exploding. That poor guy can't get a break. I kind of feel bad for Bowser. I mean, he's evil, but he's like cartoon evil. And now you just broke my emulator. Thanks a lot, dude. Jeez. Happy ending! Bowser is somewhere in the ocean. Yes, and please don't bring your evil... whatever the heck she was supposed to be. And I'm envious of your anti-evil skills. Ah, friendship. No friendship for Luigi, though. Are you gonna give us some more money? Please pay us some Bean coins this time. Oh, that is a big present. Oh, for Luigi, of course. A happy ending for everyone. Including Bowser. So his present is, hey, take your nemesis back. We don't want him. It's kinda lame. That was Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. These are the people to thank and or blame. It's a pretty good game. I like how it broke the RPG molds, kind of like Earthbound did. You know, with the fact that enemy attacks will come in and you could jump over them or deflect them. Or the fact that you really only have 2 party members and somehow it's still varied and fun because of the bros attacks. I like the time combos and the advanced skills when you use them enough. And it was super easy to break, as we saw. Just getting mush badges and boosting your power a little bit, and you can make every boss, like, super easy. Except for Fawful. And of course Cackletta, when she arm swings at you with only 1 HP. Oh hey, look, it's Hermie! That's a little weird, seeing a Christmas tree, like, hanging out in the ocean. It doesn't belong, dude. Why a Christmas tree, anyway? Oh, Vanpool! Did you see that? The minigames are made by Vanpool. At least some of Vanpool, like 4 guys. They went on to get famous for another Nintendo character. Back when the DS comes out. Gee, I wonder which character that might be. There's the localization, guys, and I think I saw Bill Trinan in there somewhere. Yeah, Bill Trinan's back from Minish Cap. He's not giving me a phone call this time, though. I think it's too late. I think he's already in bed, dreaming about not releasing Mother 3. Here's the production, the supervisor. Shigeru Miyamoto, of course, had his hand in this. Welcome back to Mushroom Kingdom. Aw. Now I feel bad. Will there be ever a time when we see Satoru Iwata's name and not feel bad? Because I don't want there to be a time like that. He did some really good stuff. And it was really, really sucked that he had to go. Because he can't do any more cool stuff. Like, maybe he could get involved in the 3rd Tingle game. But that's it. The end. We were the movie the Yoshis were watching all along. So I was ArmoredChocobo, and this was Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga. Of course, we got a remake recently, and I heard that they're making a Bowser's Inside Story remake now? Jeez, let the game age a little bit first. But there were some changes in this game compared to the remake. Like, time jumps were actually double jumps in that remake. There were separate commands for the jump hand and hammer attacks. You could save anywhere you wanted instead of just where the passports were. You could actually speed up the cutscenes, so it had an internal that kind of thing going on. You had the automatic switching for the overworld bros moves, so you don't have to go through all those icons like I never got the hang of doing. And they gave you bean and block percentages for finding poo beans and chuckle beans and all that. But I didn't really like the remake with the fact that it looked weird. I saw the Cackletta fight in the remake, and Cackletta was all like 3D, and if you turned the 3D on, of course her hands would pop out at you and stuff. But Mario and Luigi looked very not animated. Not animated well. They took the sprites from Paper Jam, and it clashed with how the game looked. They were like really jerky in their animations when they were standing still. It wasn't smooth like the Game Boy Advance version was. And it just looked out of place and kind of weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But luckily, that's not the game that we played. Next time, new Let's Play, obviously. It might look familiar to some people. In fact, there might have been a little hint ever since the credits started. It's up to you to guess. Good night, folks.